Let's go YouTube. Right here is just two quick clips of me using this defense in game to show you this works in game. The defense that I'm about to break down. This is a secret defense nobody really has talked about, know about, and it just shuts down crossers like that. The heavy trips tight end crosser that everybody knows and love. It's to show you how to shut that down along with a couple of other things that players like to do out of trip sets and etc. You can see the adjustments, you know what I'm saying, but just wait till I break it down and show you why the things work the way they do. Nothing's open, throw me my pit. But oh yeah, that's all I got for y'all today, and I'm out. Excuse me, but today what I got for y'all is a new match defense. After the latest patch, I meant to drop this as soon as the patch was out. I realized that there's a new kind of hybrid match defense and nobody has put anything similar to this out yet, and this is, I primarily use this against trip sets. This how I stop trips tight end. You know, a lot of players want to hit them deep crosses, etc. And this is just how to, you know, stop that, and I'm about to get into it right now because it's specific things that you have to do within your match defense, and I feel like I have mastered it right now. So you can do any set like a nickel normal, big nickel that has a cover 4 quarters, some type of cover 9 or something like that. Like 35, you know, they only have cover 4 drop. It's not really a quarters, but you need. I use big nickel, and this how I will set my audibles up. Simply like this: strong safety blitz 2, cover 4 quarters, and I don't run a lot of man coverage. So yeah, and cover 6. Now, what you want to do is come out. So it's multiple ways you can run this. I'm gonna start with the first way that I used to run it, which is out of strong safety 2, and I'll show you against. I don't have my backup controller today, but I'll show you against something with a crosser, so PA kind of goes perfect. So actually, what I want to do is I want to show you stock cover 4 quarters against a trip set. I'm gonna just, you know, move it to put the trips to the wide side, and why I do not like stock quarters to the wide side. So I come out in stock quarters, right? Cover 4 quarters. What I want you to watch is number 3, number 12 right here, the number 3 receiver. What's supposed to happen is this safety is supposed to match to him vertical, but for some reason you want to see he's just gonna let him get wide open. He's gonna look like he's about to match, and you see he just backs off. The out route was also open, but I'm gonna try to run it one more time and see if, hold on, I'll just put this guy in a curl flat so he'll play that. Hopefully heals the ball just enough for us to really show you this. Okay, so now he just threw up a jump ball, whatever, catch it, I don't care. I'm about to go in an instant replay and break down. This is a flaw in this new cover 4, but I'm gonna show you a way to get him to match the right way. So you see the play, he opens up, he's looking at him, he's like, okay, yeah, he's going vertical, I'm about to rob this crosser, this is me. Then for some reason doesn't match to him, leaves a big hole. He could easily fit this on the sideline. This is just something you do not want when you're facing a when you're in a match defense. So that's why I figured out this is how you get him to match. So this is the first way I like to play. So what you have to do is come out in a play where he's not in an inside quarter. So cover 2, whatever, get that out the way. What you need to do is manually put him in a quarter. So what I like to do is come out of strong city blitz 2, I'll put him in a quarter, I'll man this guy up to the tight end and keep this flat out here to help this guy. I'll take this blitzer and I'll man him up to either the slot or the outside, depending on who I want. You know, that's all preference, and usually what I do is I'll put this guy in a cloud flat and I'll press. So I want him to get his hands on this outside receiver so he does not get a free release. Matter of fact, what I'll do is I'll man that guy up. So effectively what you did, another thing I'll do is show blitz to bring him down. Just helps with crosser. That's not something you have to do. You could just keep him back there. Always pinch my D-line, crash him out to get better block sheds. I'll blitz my user, and you know, we'll rock out. Occasionally I'll drop a guy in a spy 3 rec, or I'll just put an extra flat out here, a hard flat, to guard the immediate running back table route. Sometimes that will beat you. The D-line, you can just do whatever, but this is what I want y'all to see is how he takes that crosser all the way across the field. Now he throws it up in the double coverage because this game is disgusting. And yeah, so I'm gonna go into instant replay and show you how this time he bags this quarter. It's almost like a cross man. So what this guy is looking at, so he opens up the 3. When 3 runs a vertical route, so a post, a crosser, a corner, he's gonna that's his man one-on-one. So because he's right here, he sees it, matches, you throw that. This is the easy click on interception, perfect defense. Now if this guy was to say he was to run a corner route from here, number 3, immediately you will have your cloud flat to play underneath of any corner route, and he will, because of how bad this game is, he will end up matching to him and getting him across the field. Then you have this cloud flat, you know, to play this out route. You know, backside I told you had the man coverage along with the hard flat and the cloud flat. So you see these guys right here, all 3 bracketing him, and yeah, so it's really nowhere to throw in a situation like this. You see nothing's really open, maybe the quick seam to slot receiver, but that's my job knowing as a user, and he just throws it up in the double coverage. Now that was the initial way that I like to run it. However, me personally, I like the quarters because this is good against corner routes, because I feel like that was an exploit that sometimes was happening. But I also like to mix in both of the defense, so I'll come out, you know, I always do my same adjustments, show blitz, something like this, you know what I'm saying. But another defense is this cover 6. Now because cover 6 has him in a deep half, if you was to say you was to make this a regular quarters, now he's going to match, you know, how he's supposed to. I always man him up like this, and so this time you give him a different look, and what I'll do is I'll deep half this guy, but you give him another look. So you have this guy watching 3 vertical. You can even move him right here if you want. I like to keep him on this side because I feel like it plays crossers better. If he was to run a streak, he's coming over to rob that. I promise it's not going to be open. This quarter flat is matching 2 vertical to 1. He's matching 2 to 1. These guys are bracketing 1. He's playing 1 vertical. He's playing 2 vertical, and then he's getting to the flat if need be. Now my deep half over top, and this guy to take 3 vertical, and that just leaves me to worry about the running back, the for any angle routes, curls, etc., stuff like that. And you know, it just I really like this defense against trips tight end. It shuts down a lot of popular route combos, and something I'll do is I'll put a 3-rec right there. That's just, you know, to help me out if I feel like he's a very good passer and a technician. He's going to cook that quarter flat, which is something that, you know, if you have a better slot corner. And Mutt, who is this? Shannon Sullivan. This is not a guy that I want on my field ever. If you have a better guy, he will play this better. And you can always put him in a normal curl flat if you want. So normal curl flat, he would have just, you know, played already outside leverage, and this would not have been open. But as you see, the crosser is bagged, the out is bagged. You know, you got the outside receiver bracketed. And yeah, it's just pretty solid all around defense, and it's just something that not a lot of people know or not a lot of people use. So what I'm gonna do, I'm about to just go into a play like double and sell. I wish I had my other controller to show you how this exploits quarters. Let me see. Double and sell. If I was in a normal quarters, a certain type of setup, which I can't do because I'm not on offense, like something where they'll streak this slot receiver that's over top of him, have the outside on the in route with this corner route. The corner route torches you know, any type of match coverage really, as you just throw to the running back. But also what I want y'all to see is how they play it backside. So what I'll do is I'll just hard flat him with this corner route by the tight end. I'll just spot my D-line. Hopefully he makes you know, tries to at least let the play develop. And I'll just sit here. Now you see quarters did do a good job covering you know, the corner routes on both sides, but I'm gonna go to instant replay and show you from personal experience what would happen if, you know. Alright, so this side I like this quarter, how he's gonna take this corner route up. He noticed this is me one-on-one, I'm taking that's my man. You see this outside quarter, you know, his man goes inside, now he's matching, he's taking this corner. However, if this receiver right here was to go vertical, this corner route would be wide open because it would become a one-on-one with this safety, and for some reason the safety gets beat 10 times out of 10. But yeah, so to get rid of that with the defense I was saying, the bracket defense, what I want to show y'all is this safety coming over to match 3 vertical. So again, I'll deep half this guy, man, to tighten up. Again, I'm a spy the D-line because I want to show you the reads. So yeah, let's get to this. And as you see right there, what happens is the quarter flat end up taking it because it was the first man to the flat. See that this is another reason I wish I could show you this, where this guy usually would take it, but because he's breaking outside, I guess he thinks, you know, that's not me anymore, which is something, you know, that I'm not opposed to, because at this point you got a guy underneath the corner, a deep half over top, you have this corner route taken care of with the man coverage and cloud flat. You can always put a hard flat out here, or you can play it with your user, and you have this outside quarter playing number 1 man up. You see that how he plays number 1 man up, and my job is to take care of this guy to the running back, etc., etc. But these are just, you know, different defenses that you can mix in with your defensive scheme if you are a match guy like myself. I love match coverage because I don't have to mess with zone drops. I don't have to worry about playmakers, because if they match and they become man coverage, for example, like this corner route, if they want to, you know, playmaker, the player that matched to him will become man and he will stay with, etc., etc. And another thing is I can get a nice 4-man pass rush if I would like, along with nice blitzes. I already showed y'all the blitzes out of big nickel. But another formation you could replicate this out of is nickel normal, which does have some unique blitzes out of that as well. I could go into depth in a whole nother video, but I was just trying to show you match defense against trips, the best way to run it in my personal opinion. It's almost like a cross man. And I really just, you know, enjoy running match defense. But that's all I got for y'all today. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, you know, share, and I'm out.